guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hey, what's up? My name is Tanya, and thank you all so much for joining in and watching this video. This video shout out goes to Yona. I'm so sorry. It is probably the most beautiful foreign name, and I just don't have that flair for an accent to put on your name, but you know who you are, and you are always leaving the most bomb comments and telling me that I'm slaying the makeup looks, and I just love it. Thank you so much. It means the world to me that you think that. I appreciate it more than you can possibly know. It just, honestly, every time you say that to me, it like boosts my confidence, and it like makes me want to do more makeup and get more creative, and it just makes me feel like I'm on the right track. So thank you for always giving me that extra little boost of confidence with your comments, because it really does go a long way. So I had to make sure that I gave you a shout out and that you were aware of it. So it really does touch my heart. So kisses to you, and I hope that all is well with you. This video is on the new Zulu palette by Juvia's Place. First of all, my eyes are starting to run like crazy before I get into anything. I've been hopped up on crazy amounts of like prescription antihistamines today, like eye drops, pills, and oh my gosh, nasal spray. But it's all wearing off, and my eyes are starting to pour. Like, it just started minutes ago, and I'm like, you couldn't like hang in there 10 more minutes while I like finish filming and take a couple pictures. So I've been kind of having more blonde moments than normal. Plus my makeup is starting to come apart over here now because it's just been, they've been running and running and running. But I'm at the max that you can take the eye drops because it's only twice a day, so I can't go take any more. I just have to go take my eye makeup off when I'm done filming this, unfortunately. But on top of that, I didn't know if I would remember or not in the intro. My hair looks a little bit gray-ish because I just got the roots done, and it always looks a little bit gray right at the beginning, and then after I wash it for the first time, everything kind of becomes harmonious again, and it's like just a nice platinum blonde. And I did mention that, you know, when you're about to see me unbox this, but I didn't know if I'd remember, so I'll try to cut it out if I'm able to cut it out so it's not redundant. But I don't know, it might end up having to stay in there. I just wanted you guys to know I didn't change my hair color. That's just always what happens whenever I do my roots. Everything else gets a little bit extra. Excuse me. Every antihistamine is starting to wear off right now. Everything gets extra platinum or white at the beginning. But this palette, oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I'm itchy, I'm dying. It's out of hand. Yeah, I won't go into too much detail right now either because you are about to see me open it, swatches, the whole shebang. But I will show you what this beauty looks like. These metallic shades right here are so out of this world. I worked with this one, the whole bottom row, plus I made sure that I only used Juvia's Place to create this eye look. So if you're Juvia's Place collectors, you can completely recreate it. I used the Nubian for 2 transition shades, which are so basic though. I mean, you really could get them from most palettes. It was those 2 up here. I know my fingers are all over, but it's these 2. And then I took their blush palette volume 2 and just took the pink out of this one. And that's actually my blush and one of the transition shades. And then I used the entire lower bottom, the lower row. Oh my God, I told you I'm not with it. The entire lower row for this eye look. So if you guys are like me and own every single palette from Juvia's Place, you'll be able to fully recreate this eye look. If not, you'll still be able to, because like I said, these two are very basic transition shades. And then even this pink, it is such a beautiful pink though. Like it really is a unique pink that is so pigmented yet subtle and girly. Like this one really is, I think, a hard one to kind of dupe. I don't even think MAC Cosmetics has a pink like this one, because I've tried so many pinks by MAC and they don't compare in pigmentation to the blush. And I don't know if it's just because it's an eyeshadow versus using a blush palette, because this one's actually blush, not eyeshadow. I don't know, but this one really is a special pink. So I've been using this more for a transition shade than a blush. And then when I use it for a transition shade, I end up using it for blush. But these swatch incredibly well. My yellow ended up arriving dirty. It had black right across it. So I sanitized everything before swatching it. And then when I did swatch it though, like this looks like a really pretty color, but when I swatched it, I actually don't like this shade anyway. So thank goodness, because I love every other shade. Like this orange pops. It is such a vibrant, beautiful orange. I am obsessed with these metallic shades. Like, I can't wait to do looks with these two also, because they are just so gorgeous. This is a beautiful dark chocolate too, and this will be so complimentary to both of these metallic shades. But this was just like a pukey mustard gross color anyway. So that one I wasn't impressed with on the swatch, but still, I've never had an issue with Juvia's Place before. And Lime Crime is the only one I've ever had an issue with, and only one palette, and that was a highlighting palette that came pre-swatched. And I've ordered a lot from both companies, so now I've had one bad experience from both companies palette-wise. But I just don't understand. Like, I'm hoping it was just the way it got pressed with the machine, that the machine did something, but I mean, even that's not acceptable because the machines should be cleaned. I don't know. But aside from that, the rest of the palette is beautiful. I am obsessed with this eye look. It is so, so girly. I think this would be like a perfect Valentine's Day look. It's mine and Kurt's anniversary today. Not our wedding anniversary, but our dating anniversary of 4 years. So I wanted to go like, you know, really girly and pretty, which is why I did this instead of going for one of the greens or the blues, because the green is like this neon metallic. The blue, they're gorgeous, gorgeous shades, but I'm obsessed with this pink rose gold anyway. But because it's also our anniversary, I wanted to go really girly and soft and feminine, but this would also be amazing any day, I think. But holidays, Valentine's Day, Love Day, Sweetest Day, any day. You guys know I'm a romantic. But anyway, if you guys want to see how to get this eye look, see swatches, see this palette in action, then just keep on watching. So look what just arrived at my doorstep. I'm so excited. The last release that we know about, anyway, from Juvia's Place, the Zulu palette. I am so excited, and look, it's pink. And it actually has this like different kind of sheen to it, where there's almost like this pink hue over the packaging of the white. I don't really know how to describe it, but it is really beautiful. And I don't know if the camera can even pick it up. So I'm gonna read you guys the back. It says, "Art is life. The ambiance of the Zulu eyeshadow palette takes on a new character. It exemplifies the rich arts of the Ndebele people of South Africa embodied with colorful symmetry and precision, a limitless expression of self through eccentric hues. Eccentric? Really? Earth tones and exotic metal shades. That sounds amazing. But you guys can see, this is the word that was like totally, why do I mirror image all the time? That was the word I was having a hard time trying to figure out. But okay, enough of that. I really appreciate how they always have this extra packaging that is so awesome. Because we all know. Ooh, even this has that pink, like glossy hue. This is glossy, but it has like this pink hue in the white. Like, I am loving this. I'm loving the inside even more. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can get closer. Oh, these are so pretty. Oh my gosh. And they're even prettier in person. Like, honestly. All three metallic shades are like screaming at me. But I so want to also use this shade that I might have to go with this metallic in order to be able to use this one. But these two metallics are out of this world. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to get to swatching this and then I will be right back. This is so beautiful. Though I don't really like, the yellow has like a line through it, which is kind of throwing me. I think I'm going to spray it with some sanitizer first. Look at that. Like, it almost looks dirty, right guys? Am I crazy? Look, okay, yeah, look at that. This is the first palette by them that I've had an issue. I really hope that that is just from the machine and how it got pressed in, because that's not cool. That just like totally brought my excitement down. I'm sorry to be like a bummer right now. I know I just went from like a high, but then because my eyes were so focused down on like these metallics and then this whole last row that I didn't even really pay attention to the yellow because I just kind of ruled out yellow altogether. So I was so looking at the last 5 shades, and then when I just looked at the yellow, I just saw that. Alright, well, I'm going to go spray this, and then I'm going to swatch it, and then I will be right back. Oh, I'm just the back. Oh, the back's just white. Okay. So that's what it looks like. Alright, I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, these metallic shades are just like all of the other formulations. They are so incredibly buttery and smooth and creamy and just blinding. And the mattes are their typical formulation where they're not super dry, they're not super creamy, they're just normal. They're really pretty though. And all 3 metallics I am dying over. They are so gorgeous, and each of them are standalone shades that would be stunning over the lid. Like, I kind of want to go for almost this one. This is like a neon green once you swatch it. It is crazy. This turns into like the most beautiful turquoise, like gorgeous. But because it is our anniversary, I am such a romantic. I want to kind of keep it lovey-dovey, so don't hate me, guys, but feel free to request other looks in the future, and because I really do love those, and I so want to play anyway. But I mean, being our anniversary, I do want to kind of keep it on the romantic eye look more so. But they really are incredible. Look at these. Aren't they insane? Like, these are blinding. I kind of want Juvia's Place to come out with a highlighting palette. I mean, I'm really irritated at the fact that I did receive a dirty eyeshadow, which is this yellow, which is kind of like a pukey yellow anyway. It's not the best yellow. I love every other color, but it's funny because even though that's the dirty one, I almost don't love it once it's swatched. It looked prettier in the pan. So yeah, but the rest of the colors, the orange, I'm obsessed. Really nice brown. This will complement both the green and the blue so nicely. And then this is just what girly girl dreams are made of. So I'm definitely leaning towards this for the day, but I cannot get over these two metallics. Those two are also just mind-blowingly like living for them. Perfect summertime shades. Gorgeous. So I'm gonna go prep and prime my eyes and then figure out what to do. Probably keep it a little bit more simple because I am under the weather and not do anything crazy cut crease wise, but oh my goodness, so pretty. All right, so I'm gonna do what I did with my last Juvia's Place video, and I will do that with all future Juvia's Place palettes as long as I'm able to, so that way anybody who is a Juvia's Place collector the way I am, you can kind of jump back and forth between your Juvia's Place palettes in order to create the same look, because the palettes just don't come with enough transition shades to create a full look on their own. The Nubian, the original one, does, but even that one is kind of lacking, but this one was definitely the most. And then afterwards, it's almost like they started just doing larger pans and less transition shades with like a lot of pops of color and a lot of metallics. And so you really do need to branch out. But I'm going to try to stick with just using different Juvia's Place. So if you guys have them, at least you can recreate the look almost exactly, you know, aside from whether or not you want to do a wing, that sort of thing. So I am going to start with the original, the Nubian, for my first two transition shades. I'm going to have a lot of blonde moments until this allergy situation gets cleared up, or I actually have to go in for that stupid cortisone injection. So I'm going to start by taking this baby, this one, on my Carity E31, and just start buffing and blending the crease and above. Now, sticking with the Nubian, I'm going to take the next shade for another transition shade using my same Carity E31. Same motions. Now I'm going to take the Saharan, I know it's hard to read, there you go, Blush Palette Volume 2. And I'm just going to take Lena, the pink shade. Whoa, there we go. This one right here for my next transition shade. Same brush. Now taking any white shadow, I'm just going to clean up under the brow bone. This time I'm using a BH Cosmetics V9 brush, just a little precise brush. Now taking the Zulu palette, I'm going to take that baby and scaling down my brush to a Sigma E35, just a fluffy tapered brush. I'm going to put that in the crease and slightly above, which we all know usually ends up being above because I like the color so much, but the plan is to stay in the crease. No, that's beautiful. It's going to go a little bit above. Now I'm going to take the purple shade on a MAC 221, which is just a much more precise, fluffy brush, and put that just in the crease. These are so pigmented. Now taking this beautiful metallic shade on a MAC 242. Oh my gosh. I always have way too many products laid out, ready to go. Looks like that. Coat this baby well. Milani her up. Let's see what this beauty looks like. Oh. Definitely a gorgeous rose gold. Alright, I'm going to go finish up my face, line, do lashes, and I will be back to do the lower lash line. So I finished up my face and we have a few products to go over. In one mini video, I put to the test this Miriness Velvet Maxi Lift Airbrush Line Treatment 18-hour foundation. Oh my goodness, that was a mouthful. That's what it looks like. Now this says that it gives maximum cover, and it does not. I had to go in, first of all, this is the wrong shade for me. It's 23 Mocha. It was too dark, but you know, I ended up lightening it by putting on so much Tarte Shape Tape and then powder and everything else. So I made it work, so that was okay. But it just was almost like splotchy. You guys will see when the video goes up. It's definitely not more than a medium coverage foundation. I mean, it blended out fine. It wasn't, but it didn't wow me. This is not something I would recommend. I see it pop up all the time on Haute Look, and I not impressed with it. If you're looking for like a medium coverage, light to medium, because this shade anyway in particular kind of made me look like I got a bad spray tan on my face. Like it was almost just blotchy in a way. I don't know, it's hard to explain. It was really, really odd. So I have that as a foundation on with a hella lot of Tarte Shape tape, which is pretty much my foundation. Like I painted my forehead and I took the like Tarte Shape tape, oh my god, like all the way down here, my like whole chin. Like I pretty much have concealer on for foundation because this was just And then I used the Physicians Formula Cover Tox 10 Wrinkle Therapy Face Powder for my setting powder. Ciate London released new glow. They never have it on the actual compacts. New Glow 2 highlighter, because now I have Glow 2 illuminating blush in my head, which took me so long to get down pat, but they launched Glow 2 highlighter. So I put these to the test in a mini video, and I put both shades on. The main shade that you really see right now though is Starburst, because that's a champagne tone. And I still wanted to test out Moondust, which is a beautiful icy pink, like gorgeous icy pink. I took that on a fan brush, but it was so icy and this is not an icy look. So then I went back over it and intensified it, wet the brush, and built it up to this blinding, almost like metal highlight effect. So these are so versatile and incredible. Like they are amazing because you can so have that glow from within look. You can have like just a highlight, which I applied first, just dry, or you can amp it way up like this by wetting your brush, which was my final step to see like what you can get out of these. So this formulation is incredible because you can really go all the way or as little as you want. It's awesome. For blush, I stuck with the Juvia's Place Saharan Blush Palette Volume 2 using Lena, the shade that we used for one of the transition shades. That's my blush. I did my wing and, well, my whole liner with my Tom Ford Eye Defining Pen. I did another mini video, and that's the bronzer I'm wearing, is the Benefit Hoola bronzer, which has been around for so long and it's such a staple. But just in case any newly tuning in people or getting into makeup, or you guys just haven't seen it in action on its own without blush and highlight and everything else caked on, this is still part of my collection and I love it. So I still did a mini video for you guys and put this one on today. I'm wearing Jouer's lip creme in Cassis. And I tight lined and did my waterline with my Ardency in pencil in black. And of course, I'm wearing my Elegance lashes. It's her anniversary in Bombshell. I don't know why I felt the need to like look at that. I'm telling you, the meds, they're messing with my head. And I think that is it. Yes, I put my water there while I was, I'm gonna put back over here now. While my desk was an empty space, which is now not going to be anymore. I gotta bring all the palettes back over here. So now I can zoom you guys in and we can get going on finishing up this lower lash line. So starting with the Nubian palette, I'm gonna take this shade first and then this shade second instead of bringing it up to you guys so you just know what I'm doing. And I'm taking my little baby BH Cosmetics brush and I'm gonna start smoking that in. Actually, I think I'm just going to mix the two because now I do have a powder base. Now taking the Saharan Blush Palette Volume 2, sticking with the shade Lena, I'm going to take a MAC 221 brush and smoke that beneath the lower lash line. Now going back into the Zulu palette, taking this shade on my Sephora Pro Smudge Brush number 11, and smudge that baby in. Now taking the purple on my same Sephora smudge brush, I want to get a little bit of that color in there as well. Now taking this beautiful metallic shade on my MAC 212 brush, I'm going to coat this baby. Milani her up. Thank you, Nikki. And just get this nice and tight to the lower lash line. Now taking Ciate London's highlighter in Starburst on my MAC 221. I'm going to highlight the inner corners. Alright, this makeup look is complete. I'm just going to go get dressed, do my hair, and I will be right back. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed this eye look as much as I do, and that you are as blown away by the swatches, with the exception of that yellow shade, because that was some nasty. But I just love the metallic foiled shades. They are so like intense and gorgeous, and just, oh my, stand alone eye color shade, like full-blown lid shade colors for sure. Oh my god, I'm so struggling right now. I told you guys, extra blonde moments. Maybe all that dye like seeped into my head on top of the antihistamines, making me like, but I just keep looking at the viewfinder, and like, this is just such a pretty, like, girly but not girly, like still like grown-up look. I don't know, but sexy. I think anybody could wear this. Like, I really do. I think anybody at any age, well, yeah, not a 10-year-old, but I think anybody, you know, like 16 and beyond could wear this, because I just think it's so beautiful, and every girl should embrace being a girly girl and do looks like this from time to time, because it's so pretty. So please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, please share it, please subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye guys.